Good morning. This is my example project on sickle cell anemia. I'm going to walk you through and tell you what I did. Um, Actually, it might be easier for me to show you my citations as well. So, sickle cell is important. It affects a lot of Americans, and it especially affects Black and African Americans. Um, you can see down at the bottom, I put where I got that information. Sickle cell disease. You can see in the diagram to the right, and I did not make this diagram. I got this diagram from the link down at the bottom, but it is labeled for reuse, so I can freely use this diagram. So you can see in the top picture, this would be normal hemoglobin, normal red blood cells. This is what most people have, and you can see that the red blood cells move through the blood vessel. People who have sickle cell disease, they have the sickle-shaped red blood cells, and that's caused from a mutation on the hemoglobin protein. And the sickled shape causes the red blood cells to get clogged up in the blood vessels. So these people have a problem getting oxygen to all the parts of their bodies because their blood vessels can't flow through, or their red blood cells can't flow through the blood vessels. Pardon me. Inheritance. What's special about sickle cell disease is that it's incompletely dominant. That means that the person who has the sickle cell trait is different than someone who has the disease, and is also different than someone who is normal. So not only are their genes different, but the phenotype is also different. So this is a pedigree. It shows that someone who has the trait and someone who has the disease will produce 50% of their children with the trait, and 50% of their children will have the disease. One thing of note about the people who have sickle cell trait is that they have an advantage over normal and diseased people in areas that have a high probability of malaria, or a high rate of malaria. So that's what is special about specifically the people with sickle cell trait. Oh, by the way, I used a freely available image that I found on Google Images for the people, and then I edited the drawing in Google Drawing to put their genotypes and to show the independent assortment of their alleles. For the example, I'm showing you a Punnett square between two people who have the trait. Same thing about this diagram. I found the diagram on Google Images. I searched for free for use, and then I added the table and the text in Google Drawing. So this shows two parents who have the sickle cell trait, and they have 25% of having normal kids. They have a 50% chance of having kids who have the sickle cell trait, and they have a 25% chance of having a child with the disease. In closing, sickle cell is important because it's a disease that affects many people, both in this country and in the world, especially African American and Black people. The inheritance is unique because it's incompletely dominant. That means that the heterogeneous AS has a separate phenotype than normal or disease. And that is my presentation.